I've done other videos on contour intervals and what contour lines are. So if you haven't checked that out yet, definitely check that one out first. But if you're still struggling with how to kind of calculate what the contour interval is off of the index contour interval, then this video is for you. So let's look at my map here, or my kind of topo map that I have here, and you'll see a couple things. So there's some thick lines and some thin lines. So previously on videos, we've talked about how this would be the index contour because it's nice and thick. So same thing, this one and this one here, they're all going to be my index contours because they're thick. And then I've got my thinner ones, so those are just regular contours. All right, so when I look at this, and let's say that you're asked the question, what's the index contour interval? And I'm looking, and this line is labeled 5,600. Let's just say it's feet to make things easy there. If I go to the next one, I can't find the label, like, oh, I don't know what it is. But you find the next one up and it's 6,000. So you can say, okay, this has to be halfway in between, just the way that they're labeled. So this is going to be 400 feet between these. This one has to be a 200-foot representation. So 5,600 plus 200 is going to be 5,800. So even if you can't find the label, you can infer what it is based off of the surrounding index contours. And so your answer for that, for your index contour interval, so I'm going to do index contour interval just because I don't have a lot of space, is going to be 200 feet because the amount of elevation change between 5,600 and the very next thick line, 5,800, is 200 feet. So now this is 200 feet. All right, so now I'm going to try to figure out what the contour interval is, not the index contour interval, but the contour interval. So how much space is in between each of these lines? Like, what does each one represent? And so what I would do is I would say, okay, I know there is 200 feet between 5,600 and 5,800, so 200 feet. And I want to divide that by something. So if I count this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So it's tempting to divide it by 4 and get a contour interval of 50 feet. That's not quite right. And you can test that because if you did that, it would be 5,650, 5,700, 5,750, 5,800. Like, oops, you've gotten to it too soon. So what you really want to do is count the spaces between the lines. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to do that because that's how many jumps you're making, right? Up to the next, or down to the next contour. And so now if I take 200 and divide that by the number of spaces, so 5, that is going to get me to 40 foot. So let's test that. So we have 5,640, 5,680, 5,720, 5,760, 5,800. So that works now. So now my contour interval is going to be 40 feet. And so you can use those same steps to work off of other maps. It's also a really good idea to check the very bottom of the map. A lot of times it'll tell you what the contour interval is. So hopefully that helped.